Hello Wolfpack. You guys know I've been a massive supporter of Hbar in the past. Big fan of Hbar. Love the work they're doing there in terms of fundamentals. Love the price action as well. Well, loved it at least. I don't love it anymore, but you know, and I know I'm going to get a lot of dislikes for this video because you know people don't like things that don't fit their bias, I guess. But I encourage people who don't like what I'm about to say to watch the video before you dislike and actually see what I have to say, because I'm not fully bearish on Hbar by any means. I still really like Hbar. I think it's a great coin. I just think that right now is probably not the best time to buy it. But essentially, you know how we keep it, right? We bought Hbar. Well, I bought Hbar personally. I didn't have Wolves of Crypto at that point in time. Down here in December, way down here. It's one of my most regretted coins because I bought it down here at around 3 cents and I sold it right here in February at around 15 cents. And obviously, it went all the way up to around 50 to 60 cents. So, regrettable decision. I sold it way too early. You know, I didn't buy back in until all the way here, but we did get in the bottom, and you know, you can go check my records. I'm not lying when I say things like this, right? Everything I say is complete honesty. You can check the record, check my Telegram group. 21st of July, we bought it in like literally half a cent from the bottom, and we copped some massive gains from Hbar, right? Almost a 3x, more than a 3x, almost a 4x in the next couple of months. So, you know, before you go disliking the video, just know that I'm a massive fan of Hbar. I think it's great. I trade it very regularly. But I've got a few reasons that I want to outline, especially to the holders, especially to people who think of buying, that I want you to take into account. Doesn't mean you didn't make a decision based off of this video. It just means you needed to take it into account, right? Price action for Hbar. Doesn't look too bad. The chart looks fine, right? We've got this massive cup formation. What we can expect is a handle, right? And then a break to the upside. My main problem with Hbar, and we'll get into the actual chart itself in a second. My main problem with Hbar, my main problem with a lot of these new coins, circulating supply, right? Hbar has a total supply of 50 billion coins, right? That's all there will ever be. That's all the Hbar there will ever be, 50 billion. The problem is only 15 billion is in circulation, and they're currently releasing the supply into circulation. And a lot of people don't look at market cap. A lot of people don't even know what market cap is. Market capitalization, is a measurement of how much money is in Hbar. How much money total is in Hbar, okay? It is way more important than price, because price is relating to circulating supply. Price means nothing, right? Why do you think Shiba Inu is, you know, a fraction of a cent, but still the top 7th in terms of market cap? It's because price doesn't mean anything, right? It's just a calculation of circulating supply in relation to the amount of money in the coin, right? Market cap is what matters, and what we're seeing is a massive differentiation between market cap and price of Hbar. We can see the price shows us that we're just below all-time highs, right? Market cap shows us that we should be well above the all-time highs. In fact, we can see the all-time high in Hbar. We'll go from the March high here. Was at 3.3 billion. We're currently trading at almost 6 billion. So realistically, we should be double the price. So we should be 80 cents right now. Right, that's based off the top of my head calculation. Hbar, if the market cap was the same as what it was in March, we should be all the way up here at 80 cents. Okay, this is my problem, and if you disagree with this, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you just need to educate yourself. Okay, because market cap is fundamentally way more important than price. If a coin is releasing a company, whatever it is releasing massive amounts of coins into circulation, there's going to be a massive, inflationary effect on the price, right? The price is going to stagnate, and the market cap's going to skyrocket, because what this shows us is that people are very, very, very interested in Hbar. They're buying Hbar. It's actually rallying massively right now, but the price isn't representing that. The price is stagnating because everyone who buys, right, and the more coins in circulation, the harder it is for the coin to move, okay? Because it takes more buying pressure to bring that coin valuation upwards. So that's my problem with Hbar. It's basically, you know, in simple terms, Hbar is twice as hard to move upwards than it was back here in March. Twice as hard. 2 times as hard. It takes 2 times as many buyers as it did in March to move Hbar to the upside. That's a big problem. I don't care what your bias is. I don't care what you think about the fundamentals. I don't care about what you think about TER. That is a massive problem. Massive problem. Okay. You know, we want to be entering coins in this bull market that are, you know, swift, They make quick moves. You can hop in, hop out. You don't want to be holding coins that are progressively getting harder and harder and harder to move to the upside, because we've looked at this market cap chart. Look at this market cap chart. All right, ever since this all-time high, even the recent high here in September, right, 4.9 billion. That's gone to 6. Okay, so what we're seeing now and what we could measure that as. So we see that we reached. Let's just do it on this chart here. 4.9 billion, and we go to 6. So the price should actually be 22% higher. The price right now of Hbar should actually be 71 cents, right? That's a more confirmed calculation. I just did that on the chart there. But instead, we're at 38 cents, right? So if you think that's not a problem, I don't know what to tell you. But regardless of that, we've already got all of that out of the way, and that's one of the main reasons I don't like Hbar right now. Okay, I'm not going to buy into a coin where I'm constantly getting wrecked, not only by the sellers, but also by the coin itself. Right? It just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't mean Hbar's a bad coin. Doesn't mean, they're scamming their buyers or anything like that. Just for tokenomics, it's a natural process where coins have to come into circulation, and naturally there's going to be some hard times for the buyers and the holders when those coins come into circulation, and most of the time they don't even realize it, right? How many people know that this was happening? I bet you not many, right? Because it only started happening back in like early September, right? It only started happening in early September. Before that point, Hbar was completely normal. Hbar was an excellent buy. Right now, I don't think it's an excellent buy in terms of TA. Now, this is not to say Hbar's a bad coin. Fundamentally, they're great. And it's not to say that we will never buy Hbar again, right? What I'm saying is that, as of right now, it's probably not the best decision. When the bear market comes, and when possibly by the next cycle, all of these coins are in circulation and we can't have this problem, excellent. Buy Hbar. Do all the buying you want. Right now, you're adding an extra obstruction in your way to making money. Right, because not only do you have to worry about the technical indicators, now you need to worry about the tokenomics, and that's not what you want. You don't want two things to worry about. One thing to worry about is enough, especially when things are moving 30% per day. You've got no time to look at both things, right? So we can look at some of the TA, right? Regardless of this market cap stuff, we can look at some of the TA, because TA does still matter. But it's just very demoralizing to see something like that happen. So TA, we can see that 28 cents is a big support zone here for Hbar. We had, obviously, this fundamental support zone here between around 15 cents and around 13 cents, but we're not going back there again, possibly until the bear market, right? But essentially, I'm looking at, as for critical ranges, essentially anything between 28 cents and 58 cents. I know that's a big range, but what we can do to narrow that down is right now we're seeing some sort of wedge formation or triangular formation here on Hbar. Probably draw it like that, where the price is compressing into a bit of a triangle, very similar to the massive triangle we saw here at the start of the year towards September. Obviously, we broke that triangle to the upside. Now, symmetrical triangles are patterns of continuation generally, so that being said, we should be breaking this triangle to the upside. We can take a measured move, measure from the bottom to the first test of the top, apply that to the breakout point. We'll assume it's at the end here in early December, and we can see the Hbar should be reaching all-time highs regardless, right? It should be reaching 64 cents. Even with these new problems in market cap and tokenomics, we should still be going upwards, and that's why it's not a bearish video. I still think we're going upwards. I just think that, the returns that we're going to be getting are heavily diminished in comparison to other altcoins. Even in terms of normal TA, I mean, we're almost at all-time highs on Hbar. You can buy coins right now, solid coins, great coins, that are 3x away from their all-time highs. I just don't understand the appeal, people have to buying coins like, for example, Shiba, for example, Phantom, they're so far up already. How high do you think they're going to go? Phantom, for example. Let's look at Phantom. I know it's not related to Hbar, but it is an example relating to why I don't think it's the best buy right now, right? Phantom, we can bring it up right now. Obviously, it's corrected massively in the last 24 hours, but essentially you can see the structure, and people are still screaming. You can't tell me that, we've gone from, in July at the bottom, 17 cents. We've gone to $3.01, and people are still telling you you're early on Phantom. You're not. Right? It's 27 from the market cap ranking. You're not early. In fact, you're risking yourself heavily here, because when this thing goes down, it's going to go down just as fast as it went up. I've seen it happen hundreds of times before. I'm not saying Phantom is not going to go up higher in this bull market. It will no doubt go higher in this bull market. But why would you buy this coin when there are so many other coins with so much lower risk and so much higher reward, higher return? Doesn't personally make sense to me. Now, the same thing with Hbar, right? We have a bullish smack decrossing coming. As for the Bollinger Bands, we can bring up some Bollinger Bands. We have, retest of a center line. We're probably going to be breaking to the upside. Bollinger Bands are tightening in line with this triangle. So an upside breakout is very likely, right? I still think we're going to break to the upside on a H-bar. And if we do, well, worst case scenario, we come back down to the 100 SMA or 28 cents. And, that's a good buying opportunity. But I just don't see the point. I don't see the point. Why don't you look at coins that are better value right now? Just because you like H-bar doesn't mean you need to only buy H-bar. Buy it in the bear market. Buy it when there's an excellent trade opportunity. Hell, buy it when this triangle breaks out to the upside. Wait for the breakout, buy the breakout. Swing trade it. You don't need to hold all of these coins. You don't need to be so loyal, because I'll tell you one thing. These coins don't care about you. The companies, the CEOs, whatever they are, they don't care about you, right? I want to make that very clear. They don't care about you. This is an independent, free market, right? It's ruthless. You can't have teams. I don't understand people who have teams. We've got, for example, I understand being a fan of a coin, right? But, Bitcoin Cashes, for example, people who like Nano, I love Bitcoin Cash as well, but don't get so dedicated, because at the end of the day, those coins don't care about you. The price action doesn't care if you're a fan or not. It's about making money. It's about profiting the market. So, you can like Hbar. I like Hbar. I've said it so many times. I love Hbar fundamentally. I think it's great. I think it's got one of the best, the best technology in the market potentially. At least in the top 10. I definitely think it deserves to be in the top 10. But that still doesn't mean I don't need to buy it just because I think it needs to be in the top 10, There's a difference between thinking something, deserves to be in the top 10 and actually thinking it will go there. And that's what I'm trying to display in this video. We'll look at the weekly chart. Sorry, I've been rambling a bit, but we'll look at the weekly chart. We can see, it's not looking too badly. Obviously, it would be okay if we came down to the center line of the Bollinger Bands and then continue upward into January. We have that blow off top. Where do I think Hbar could go? Hard to say, because we've had massive differences between price and market cap. So it's very hard to say. We can't really make a prediction anymore. I mean, I could spend about an hour looking at the chart, coming up with calculations to make a prediction. But, with the new tokenomics, with the new current, what's going on in the current situation of Hbar, I think we'll probably reach no higher than around maybe $1, right? Maybe $1. Because if you think about it right now, we should actually be at 80 cents. We're at 38 cents. That's probably going to continue to happen. Oh, I've drawn it out here, $1.60, right? Realistically, we probably could go a little bit higher, $1.50. I'm not sure, because I can't make an accurate prediction, because the entire tokenomics of the coin have changed. So, it's unreliable, when you can't make a confident prediction on a coin to some extent, when you don't really know what's happening in terms of the tokenomics, when, new coins coming into circulation are literally decreasing the value of your coins actively that you're holding, it's probably an exit signal, right? That's not to say, as I said, it's not to say it's not going to go up. It just means there's probably better coins to buy right now. And I've just check out my channel. I've listed dozens of coins that I think are good buys. Even in the last 2 weeks, I think I've listed 10 altcoins or something like that, right? Just go check them out. If you need some suggestions. If not, go ahead, find the market for yourself. Hbar on the Bitcoin pair, and the good thing about the Bitcoin pair, right? Bitcoin pair isn't affected by price, so we can actually make genuine predictions on the Bitcoin pair. This is one thing, right? It's not all about the USD pair. It's not all about the USD pair. If you don't like the USD pair, like myself right now, trade the Bitcoin pair. You don't have to trade the USD pair. Trade how you think Hbar is going to perform against Bitcoin. If you think Hbar is going to do better than Bitcoin, trade the Bitcoin pair. As for the Bitcoin pair, I think it's pretty likely we could be seeing a little dip down, possibly all the way down here to 472 sats, right? Our support zone of 470 sats, as Bitcoin makes its final push to the upside, and then obviously as altcoins start to perform well, into late December, early January, mid-January, late January, we'll be pushing up on Hbar, and we'll no doubt be going into all-time highs in the Bitcoin pair. I don't see any reason why we won't be doing that, right? All-time highs in the Bitcoin pair, for sure. So you don't have to not trade Hbar at all just because you don't like the USD pair. Trade the Bitcoin pair. There's always other alternatives that you can do. And that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I didn't make you too salty. I'm just trying to keep it honest. I'm not going to say I like a coin if I don't. It's as simple as that, because there's no point in me feeding into that kind of toxic, vibe we have in the crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube, where people just say they're bullish just to get followers and likes. I'm not going to be like that, right? If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. But even if you don't like what I'm saying, I highly recommend you listen, because there's no point building confirmation bias. This market is always all about sharing opinions with each other and finding the best opinion, right? It's just like debating. right? You have to take into account all of the evidence for both sides and come to your own personal opinion, right? There's no point taking sides for no reason. There's no point having confirmation bias because, as I said, these coins don't care about you. You're just an individual investing in them. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.